today, Dad. They asked us to talk about some great memories. Where do I start? We've had more great memories than I can count. We've been to Alaska, we've been to Hawaii, we've been to South Dakota, Nebraska, Nevada, Arizona, Wyoming. I think of all the great hunts that we've been on, the amount of game that we've shot together and had fun together. It's been 80 years for you and 50 years for me, and what a great time. Just don't get any better. We've shared some great memories, but one of my favorite memories is that I'd probably have to say there's so many, but one of the favorite ones is probably Las Vegas, Nevada, World Series number 9. Clyde Bradford and Cody Bradford. We made the top 25 in the World Series finale. And we made 3 pretty good runs. In the short round, they bring you down a tunnel and announce your name and let you walk through, and everybody claps, and then you get drove. We were in the tunnel together, and we were about 10 teams away before it was us, and I looked over at him, and he was pretty nervous, and tears were rolling down his eyes, and I said, "What's wrong, Dad?" He said, "Might not ever get to do this again." Well, we did. We got to do it again, so there's a lot more memories to come. We'll just keep making them together. I wish you a happy birthday and want you to know I love you.
One thing I think of when I hear Grandpa Clyde is how much I love his jokes, such as him saying 10, 10, 10, 45, 15.
I love it when we go to Christmas parties and we spend time with family.
Happy birthday, Grandpa Clyde.
Hey, so I'd say one of my favorite memories with Clyde, outside of maybe the sheep hunt and going on carriage rides around Salem Pond, which are up there at the top, is just meeting him. When you're 16 years old and you walk into your first Bradford family Christmas party and you meet Cody and Chris and John and Russell for the first time, might be a bit overwhelming, but then you meet Clyde, and he makes you feel special. He makes you feel like you're welcome there and you want to come back. So I'd say that's my favorite memory of him. I get to watch him do that every year, year after year, to countless people for the last 20 years, and watching him and Eva and the way they welcome people into their homes and their lives. Anyways, happy birthday, Clyde.
Okay. My favorite memory about Grandpa Clyde is me and Robbie went on a double date with them. We went up to Temple Square and went and watched a movie, and then went to dinner after, and it was just a fun double date to get to do with Grandma and Grandpa. Another one is, while Carly was in the NICU, Grandpa tied me for the person that visited her the most while she was there, and that's pretty special to me that he was willing to go over and spend time with her so she wasn't alone. Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. Love and miss you. One of my favorite memories with you was when me and Dad went to Vegas to see you and Cody in the rodeo, and we rode the horses around in the little arena before it started, and then just any time riding the horses with you in the mountains, and then going in your yellow car.
My favorite memory with Grandpa has got to be helping him with carriage rides around Salem Pond. Wagon trains is a close second, but carriage rides, I really enjoyed that when I was growing up.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. My favorite memory is going to the jackpots with you, and every time I call you cheer me on, and you'd always have something motivational to say.
Well, happy birthday, Clyde. I'm here making this video to share a memory or two that I have with you. And there's a couple that come to mind, and oddly enough, they both involve hunting. One time was when we were up to the Mitchells elk hunting, and we knew that we had a cow tag available to us. So we were hunting for a spike, but we knew that if we had run into something, we could also shoot a cow, and we didn't really see a whole lot that year. But on our way back to camp, just above camp, we ran into a cow, and we decided we should just go ahead and shoot it. So we did, and that was kind of fun, even because we hadn't seen anything all day, and then all of a sudden, right before we get back to camp, there it is. And so that was kind of fun. On a different year, I had bought a horse. Well, my brother bought a horse and didn't have the money to pay for it, so I paid for the horse and then just kept the horse. Really pretty black horse, but not, I don't know how well it was trained, but whatever, I could ride it. At the end of the day, somebody had shot an elk, and it might have been Clyde, and we needed to get that elk out of there. And all the other horses that were there had just given out and wouldn't pull this elk. Well, there's my horse that wasn't a roping horse or anything, didn't know what a rope was or an elk was. Well, we hooked that elk up to this horse, and Clyde dallied up, and that horse just took off and drug that elk right up the hill. Not because it wanted to, but because it was so scared. It was afraid of what was behind it, and it pulled the elk out. And then, I guess I'll just share one more quick one. I went coyote hunting with Clyde and Cody and Brad Brown and Lee Brown, and went and froze our butts off to shoot some coyotes, and we did. We found some coyotes. It was kind of fun, but I just remember being out there in the cold and that super annoying sound that you have to make to call in a coyote. That's awful, and that gets old after about like 3 minutes. So those are a couple of really good memories I have of Clyde.
Happy birthday, Grandpa Clyde. We love you. We hope you have an amazing day. One of my favorite memories is when I brought over Lexi and to meet her, and told me never to lose her because I wouldn't do any better. So, and you were right. So, happy birthday. Love you. Had one extra memory to share. When I was younger, I don't remember what age I was, but it was when Grandpa Clyde was teaching me how to rope. I was really frustrated, and he helped me learn how to rope, and still can today. So, happy birthday, Grandpa.
Well, I really like that time when Grandpa took us in his old car, and that was really fun. I really like when he asked me to say the prayers, and I really like that we do a yearly Christmas every year.
Awesome.
Thank you, Grandpa Clyde.
Oh, very good.
Well, I like playing catch with him in the living room, the little toys.
Okay.
And happy birthday, Grandpa.
I like having to high five him really hard.
Yeah. What else?
I like when he talks to me.
Okay. Say, I love you, Grandpa.
I love you, Grandpa.
How come you're not looking at the phone? So, one of my favorite memories with Grandpa was when we went to the Manti Temple. We went on a temple date, and
with Grandpa and Grandma.
Grandpa and Grandma. And while we were there waiting for our session, Grandpa just grabbed my arm and started to wander and said, "We're going wherever," because he says, if I have a recommend, I can go wherever I want. So we started walking around, and these nice little old temple workers were like, where are you going? You can't. And he's like, it's okay, I've got a recommend. And so we got to go walk up the spiral staircases and go see some cool ceiling rooms. But yeah, he wasn't afraid of getting in trouble at the temple. It was kind of fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
My favorite memory of Grandpa and Grandma too is them being there when we got engaged. We got to ride around the horse carriage ride during Christmas time, and we went out on the bridge and you proposed, and then we came back and Grandma and Grandpa were there waiting for us, and it was awesome.
So happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We love you.
Love you.
Hi, Dad. Happy birthday. I'm sorry I missed it. It sucks living so far away, but just wanted to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you and the support you've given me over the years. I have strong memories of our childhood, and you did an amazing job, you and Eva, giving us some happy times up to Bird's Eye and putting those pranks on you with the grease and the Vaseline in your hair and the toothpaste on the toilet seat. You always were able to laugh about it. And I just remember I could always count on you. And it means so much to me to have such an example of what a person is supposed to be. So, yeah, we had a lot of good times, and I'm so grateful that you're here, and I expect you around for another 20 years. 10, 10, double 10, 45, 15. So, what is that? Anyways, yeah, 20 more years for us, and I just love you, and I miss you. And I hope you are doing well and staying healthy. And I'll talk to you soon. Love you.
Want me to go through? Yeah.
Hey Grandpa, just want to tell you happy birthday, and I love you guys so very much. I'm so grateful for all you do for all our families. I'm not going to be able to make the party, I'm sorry, but I should be home in a few weeks, and I can't wait to see y'all. But probably my favorite memory with Grandpa is that me, you, Brett, and my dad went to a jackpot in Castledale, and you won first for the saddle, and I won second. Man, that was just a great time roping against you, and obviously you came away with the dub. I won second. I'm just glad you're retired, so now I can finally win something. And another one of my favorite memories is always coming to your house and sitting there and talking to you and Grandma. I love doing that, and happy birthday.
One of my favorite memories of Clyde is going to Jackson Hole and checking into the lodge there, and me starting to talk with the person at the desk to see if I could find out if perhaps I could get a new accounting client. And before all said and done, Clyde started visiting with him about some kind of lodge in Alaska, and I think he finally became partners of that lodge. Too bad I never did get to go.
Happy 80th birthday, Clyde. That is quite an accomplishment, and we're so grateful that you have been here for 80 years and that I've been involved in part of those years, and grateful that you and Mom made a blended family work, and the blessing that that has been in my life. And grateful for all those years growing up, the support in all the activities that I chose to do, the support of my own kids and their activities and what they wanted to do, and how you supported them and being there for them. And grateful for the work ethic that you taught us, because I'm pretty sure there's some projects growing up that didn't really need to be done or could have been done better with some machinery or something, but we got out there and by hand we raked up all those rocks in that pasture that was supposed to be, I believe, topsoil from Lynn Swordson. I'm sure it better have been free, because we picked up a lot of rocks out there. And I'm grateful for that work ethic. I'm grateful that I was taught how to drive a trailer, because I do that all the time. I'm grateful for the time that we got to spend in planning out our house plans and making this house become a reality, and that we love to this day. And I'm grateful for the parenting advice and help. And I remember you telling me that the key is to, in punishing your kids, is to not show how angry you actually are. And I thought, that is a really hard task for me. That was not an easy thing for me to do, but I tried. I probably failed more than I succeeded at that, but that was one thing I remember learning. So I'm just super grateful for all the fun trips and all the camping and horse rides and hunting and all the many things that we've been able to do as a family and continue to do. And I hope you have a fantastic 80th birthday and know that I love you and our family loves you.
Hi, Dad. Happy birthday. 80th, no doubt. I can't believe we got this far in life, and I'm sure you can't either. Some of the memories that I have was when I was a little girl, we went down to the barn and I would let the cats out for you every night and take the horses for a ride. I got to cool them down. I love the fact that we traveled and every Saturday night we ended up at the rodeo up at Lagoon. And by the end of the summer, we'd been on every ride that Lagoon had and we watched you calf rope. I remember a time when we had the truck and trailer and we were headed up to the West Fork and the camper about fell off and there was a tree that saved us and pushed it back on. I remember going up there after and having, we were shooting guns and you didn't say anything to me and I put the scope right here and the next day I had a big old ring and you laughed and laughed and laughed. I remember going up to Birdseye over UEA every year in October and we went camping. Grandma Blanche was there. Sometimes I stayed in bed with her and then went up on the mountain with you guys later. I remember when you played basketball at the old high school in Payson. I looked forward to it because I got to run the school underneath all of the bleachers when I was a little girl. And I love the fact that you love sports. Baseball and basketball too, and that you played them and that you put that into our family. After I got older, you and I got our own apartment. That was fun. You made me a lot of egg salad sandwiches and I brought you home a lot of Arby's and we were very, very close. One year we took the trailers and we went up to Canada with the Moors. That was a fun thing. We went up to Lake Louise. We got to see that. After you started dating Eva, you took all of us to Disneyland. And I remember sitting in Vegas and it was 109 degrees outside. Trisha and I were in the trailer and the boys were in the back of your truck and you and Eva were inside the coolness. I had to write some of this stuff down. The memories of us riding horses all over the West Fork. And as I've gotten older, we were able to go up to Payson Canyon and ride all over. I treasure those moments. It was just you and I and through the mountains. I remember riding in the back of a camper and sleeping up on the top bunk a lot for everywhere that we went. And now, one of my fondest memories are when we go to Wickenburg. And it's become something that I look forward to every year. Anyway, Dad, I hope you have a great birthday and I hope you have many, many more. I love you for supporting me and my kids and always being there and going to the kids' ball games. Thank you so much. Happy birthday.
Go. So, I think probably one of my favorite memories with Grandpa Clyde would probably be riding in the Fiesta Days, the parade, and just seeing everything. That was really cool. So that is probably one of my favorite memories, is riding in the parade with the horse wagon. out, and happy birthday too.
I think one of my favorite memories with Grandpa would be going to the arena in Benjamin, or the indoor arena over here at Spanish Fork, and just riding the horses. I got to help exercise Vegas every once in a while, and even though I've got some fun allergies of horses, it was so fun to be a part of that with Grandpa and be able to get them ready. And I wish that I could do it more. But another one of my favorite memories is just driving the wagon with the Clydesdales with Grandpa sitting next to me. I think it was such a cool experience to be able to do that, and he made it so fun. No, I love all the memories that we have with Grandpa and all the Christmas parties that we've had. And I just want to say happy birthday, and I love you.
I've had so many good memories with you, Grandpa. Driving in your car, all your funny, hilarious jokes, the math problem you taught me that makes no sense. It's confusing, and just all the Christmas parties we've had together.
I had all the memories with you, and I liked it driving in your car, and I never saw you teach me how to play pool. I'm done talking.
Happy birthday, Grandpa Clyde. Happy birthday, Grandpa Clyde.
Happy birthday, Grandpa Clyde.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. I think my most favorite memory of you and spending time with you is any time in the yellow car. That's just always one of the most exciting things you get to do when you're in Utah, and I love it so much, and I can hear the Beach Boys soundtrack playing. And yeah, I think just any moment I had in that yellow car was so fun and so special, and definitely one of my favorite moments. I think in my adult age, one of my more recent memories with you is you and Ashby meeting for the first time, and I just thought that was so special, and that he really won over the crowd and happened to know that the capital of Wyoming was actually Cheyenne and not Laramie. So that was really fun and special, and I hope you just have the best birthday and the best year, and I wish we could be there, and we love you so much.
Hey Grandpa, happy birthday. I sure love and appreciate you and all you do for me. We have a lot of fun memories together, traveling to rodeos and Wickenburg and roping every day at the house, different things. But I would say my favorite memory with you is probably when me and you went to a roping one day, just us two. I was probably 13 or 14, and I won the roping and you were second. I know when we went there, you said to me, hey, I don't care who's first and who's second, but either way, we're coming out of here first and second. And I really loved that day. So happy birthday from me and Sandy, and we sure love you.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. My favorite memory with you is riding in the old car and listening to the Beach Boys. Have the best day.
I'm recording this video for Clyde's 80th birthday celebration and share a favorite memory that I have with Clyde. One of the ones that I thought of very first was when we went to California, down to Disneyland right after Mom and Clyde were married. And well, there's a couple things from that trip, but I remember him going to the beach and not wanting to get sunburnt, and wearing socks with his flip-flops and long pants and a long sleeve shirt, and I think he had a hat and sunglasses and had very, very little of his skin showing. That was a fun trip, and that was a very funny experience. Another memory that I've thought of is camping and deer hunting up at Birdseye, and playing games, and going up and shooting my one and only deer up there. So I'm sure there's a lot more memories. I'm kind of nervous doing this video, so I just want to wish you a happy 80th birthday, Clyde, and please know how much you are loved and appreciated for all that you do for our family. Love you.
My favorite memory with Grandpa was always doing the Salem Pond rides at Christmas, and we actually got to do it a few years ago with Lottie over her first Christmas. Lottie, say happy birthday!
Hey Clyde, happy birthday. Just wanted you to know that I appreciate you and all that you do for me and my family. And probably my favorite, funniest memory is probably my first memory ever of you is our farting contest that we had at Lisa's birthday party. And from then on, there's been a couple experiences that are all revolved around your bodily functions. I remember rooming with you and Eva in Alaska, and I was in the bunk bed directly above you. It was not fun. Between the farting and the snoring and you running to the bathroom, it was pretty hilarious. Stopping at the gas stations on our way to Vegas and you beelining it for the bathroom the minute we would park. Anyway, so grateful for you and love you so much.